Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chain here, coming at you with another and first impression. And as you can see by the title of this video, it is One Punch Man. If for some reason you haven't watched One Punch Man yet, I would highly suggest you go watch it. There will be a link in the description below, so go ahead and click that before you go ahead and continue watching the rest of this video, as I'm playing Fallout 4 in the background. Just some mundane crap, killing zombies, clearing out a school, yada yada. But anyways, One Punch Man is about a hero who can beat any opponent in just a single punch. Hence the title, who would have guessed. And of course, it is a new favorite to add to the collection of amazing animes. The humor is amazing, there's great action, despite it starring a super overpowered character. And it has interesting dynamics, especially on our main character Saitama and his mentality, as he gets bored with how super strong he is. So basically, this takes place in a modern-esque world where somehow the world is infested with lots of danger, from monsters, aliens, supervillains, natural disasters. All these threats could utterly destroy humanity in mere moments. The solution was to create this hero association, acting as a safety net to combat these threats to humanity. Our main hero, Saitama, is basically a hero for fun, quote-unquote, and apparently of which he decides to take on a disciple named Genos, a really strong cyborg. He looks pretty badass. Genos wanted to become a disciple of Saitama because of witnessing his raw power. The two tackle on this tower where a bunch of genetic abominations were being constructed. And while Saitama just pretty much wiped the board with everything inside that tower, he didn't really get the credit for some reason. Instead, Genos was the one who got credit for all the work. Later, to gain more influence and more presence into the world, they decided to join the Hero Association. Because Genos got the credit for all the work that Saitama did, he got a S rank when he scored on the test, but Saitama actually scored a C. And of course, Saitama only got that C because he failed the mental portion of the exam, which is actually kind of hilarious. And throughout the show, a myriad of various monsters and evil forces come in and try to threaten humanity, while Saitama and a bunch of other heroes come in and do as best as they can to tackle on these issues. What I like about it is the intro. The intro theme is freaking amazing. One of the best I've ever heard since Attack on Titan. The fighting is spot on as well. Like, if you see, like, at the end of the first season, I don't know if they're making another season as I'm recording this, but if you see the fight with Boros, the lead alien at the end of the first season, it is really intense and just impactful. Even when Saitama and Genos do a little bit of sparring, even though Saitama didn't decide to land a single punch on Genos, you could still see and feel the effect from it. It's so incredible. Saitama's perspective and outlook on life is also rather interesting and peculiar, given how nothing threatens, given his awesome power, and with it he becomes humble. And he even sacrifices public approval just to make other heroes feel important. Despite it being somewhat of a gag show, it does bring quite a bit of sentimental value. They do have a lot of creative abilities for some of the side heroes that show up in the series, even if they're only shown once in an episode. Some things I think that could have done better is when Saitama and Genos were doing the test for the Hero Association, they didn't really display any special attributes for those who were also competing in those exams. Like, they seemed pretty normal and too human, pretty much, with the other contestants. Each episode seems to have a routine. There's these no-name heroes that come in and fight. They get their asses beat. Geno steps in. He gets his ass beaten. And then Saitama just pretty much that. Just wipes the floor with whatever's been bothering the town and threatening the innocent lives. And at least that's how it is in the first 4 episodes or so. The dynamic does change up a little bit here and there. Though my biggest complaint about this show is it just needs more episodes. Oh man, there's 12 episodes so far and I am just super hyped for more. What I would like to see is new challenges for Saitama to set himself with, like learning new moves and techniques. For instance, maybe he somehow learns to shoot fire from his hands or something. I don't know. This is something a little bit arbitrary. Like, maybe he could try to challenge himself in, like, newer aspects. Just to see if he could get a kick out of beating an enemy with unusual means or something. Because I think he should learn to challenge himself more than just to seek out others for it. I cannot wait to see how Saitama truly became that strong. I mean, there was this gag moment where he explained that all he did was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches every single day, or some bullshit like that. And it's it's absurd, but I'm sure there's a deeper story behind it all. And I would love to see his actual backstory about how he became that incredibly strong. An interesting idea for an enemy is one who could actually reflect damage that Saitama inflicts onto him, and see if Saitama can actually withstand his own ridiculously powerful punches. And so final thoughts here as I'm wrapping this video up is go ahead, watch it. Really great show. I think the best part of this anime is the origin of how this all got started. It started as a rather silly webcomic that was created by an artist who's not that great of an artist. And he has like a rather silly, cartoony like drawing style who's really amateurish. And it suddenly grew into this amazing thing where it got like a proper manga release, and then we have this, an anime show. And I think that alone is very inspiring. I'm giving this anime a 9 out of 10. And go watch it. It's really fun. Though it begs the question, who's going to be stronger now? Goku, Superman, or Saitama? That's something to leave in the back of their minds, I guess. Hope you enjoyed this little video here, and yeah,